welcome back, my peeps. I got a quick tutorial for you. You guys had asked if I could do a margarita, so I'm gonna do that real quick. It's gonna be with resin. I know other people have done it various ways. You know, I'm just gonna do a resin one. So I found this cup at my local thrift store. Dollar Tree does have one. It's bigger than this and it's heavy duty. It's really a great glass for $1.25. It really is, but I kind of wanted something a little thinner and something that you could really see through. Like the one from Dollar Tree has like I'm not sure what it's called, but you can't see through clear through the glass. It has like a design on it or something, and I just didn't want that. But I had went to my local thrift store, and I found these other glasses. I found these, but these are like, you see how big these are compared to this one, right? And I got both of these for $2, for like $1 each. But I'm not gonna use these. These are too big. And then after I got these, I found the smaller one, so I'm gonna use that instead. So you're gonna need resin, of course. I got my little resin measuring cup here. So I'm gonna do that. I got some resin this is my first time trying this resin. It's called Crafters Epoxy Resin. My co-worker got me this for Christmas. This past Christmas that just passed. And I was excited about that. So this is part A. Part B. Since I'm going to mix everything all together, I'm just going to pour it all in one container. I'm just going to do like a cup. So I'm going to do half part A, half part B. I got my resin colors here. I will post all this stuff that I'm using here underneath the video if you are interested in it. I also have some fake sugar, salt, whatever you want to call it, from Play Code 3. If you want to use real salt, it's totally up to you. If you want to use that, I'm going to use fake salt. This is actually like a bit thicker. This is more like regular salt. But anyways, and then I have a fake lime here. Now, I put in an order for the limes. I didn't get them in time, so it is what it is. But this came from a set of lights. You know, those little cute hanging lights that you could buy. And I just took it off of that. As you can see, it has a hole in the bottom where the light went in. But that's where I'm going to cut so I can put it on the cup. And another thing, these are not easy to cut, even if you get them off of Amazon or whatever, because this is like a hard plastic. I'm gonna use my foam cutter, stick that get hot. All I need is to cut through this a little bit so I can just put it on the cup. We're gonna see if that works. Okay, so let me see. I got part A right here, which I'm gonna measure out in this cup. So if you get this cup, a lot of people ask me, well, how do you clean this out? You clean it out with alcohol. Once you let it dry and you let it do what it do, then you just clean it out with alcohol, okay? That's what I do anyways. So it's hard to see this. Okay, so I'm gonna just pour my part A in here. Ooh. Like I said, this is my first time using this epoxy. And pour it in slowly because you want to make sure that you don't pass your line. Because this looked like it was pouring a little fast. And I just want to make sure that it don't pass that line, because epoxy is definitely a science. You don't want to put more than than is required. It's equal parts of each is what goes in there. And wipe your bottle off, because it gets sticky and icky. So make sure you wipe your bottle off. Now make sure you use a separate rag, because you don't want to wipe in the same spot that you just wiped off. And then when you put your lid back on, you're just going to cause it to react. And guess what? The lid ain't never going to come off. Or make sure you don't put the wrong lid on the wrong bottle. That's another way to cause a little bit of trouble. So I'm just going to pour this in here. I put half of each. Now I don't remember which. Alright. Make sure you wipe it good. And throw these away. Put them to the side. You don't want to mix that up. So now you're just going to take your resin and you're going to mix it up. And it's going to get cloudy when you mix the two parts. And that's how it happens. And then it's going to get clear. And that's when you know that it's mixed. And then we're going to put in our color. Just keep on mixing. It's going to get bubbles, but as it settles, the bubbles will go away. Or you could use a, which I didn't bring. You can use a lighter to get rid of some of the bubbles. See, do I have one in here? Yes, I do. Just got to keep stirring and stirring and stirring and stirring. Excuse me. What in the world? It's starting to get clear. Okay, I dropped a piece of thing. I'm like, what is in there? From the aluminum, from the seal. I'm like, am I seeing things? No, I'm not. Okay, so I'm going to start putting some of the color in there. So I'm using lime. I'm going to put like, I don't know. Let's start with 2 drops. See how that look. And I'm going to add some yellow too. But let's start with 2 drops of lime. Which I think I could use 2 more. I don't want to make it too dark, you know what I mean? Alright, let's start with 1. Because I really do want it to look like the color of Margarita. And I'm going to put 1 drop of yellow. Just 1 drop, that's it. And I don't know if that's really like, I'm going to put 1 more drop of green. And then we should be good. I did, like what I did first, I took these colors and I mixed it in water. To see like about how many drops I'm going to need to get that Margarita color. And I think this is it. I hope it is. Alright, one more. Because once I pour it in there, you can't take it back. You know? But I think this is it. Yeah, put 1 more drop of yellow. Just a little drop. That's the only thing I don't like about resin. I ain't got time to be, you know. So I have put 5 drops of lime and 2 drops of yellow, I think. Or go back and count. But so it was half a cup of A, half a cup of B. Make 1 cup don't know if this is, it's hard to tell. Let me put it over here. Okay. Now I can see it better. When I was looking through the pink, it wasn't really looking too good, but I think I got it. So first, that's it for a minute. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some of this resin, right? And I'm just gonna touch the rim of the glass because I gotta put that salt on it. I don't want to put a thick layer of salt. I want it to look like real margarita. And it don't be having no real thick, does it? I don't even know. I don't drink like that. I don't even think I had a margarita in my life. So I'll just take my rim, cover it up. Try not to put too much so it won't run, which I can see it running over here. Just wipe it. Just wipe it if it runs. I didn't mean to put too much. Okay. So basically you just dab it instead of doing it how I did it, which wasn't the smart way to do it. But I'm gonna just take some of this salt. Maybe I should have used the thicker salt. Let's see. Because I don't know if that one is not, I mean, it's sticking, but it's not really showing up the way I want it to. Yeah, I should have put it down. I got so many, maybe I should have. All right, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take my fake and just do like how they do in real life. And I think that's gonna work. Yep, you see that? So that worked for me, and it might work for you. Let's just go around, make sure we got all the... All right, that looks good. I'll make sure you don't, none of them falling off. I think I need a little bit right here. Okay. And there you go. The rim is covered. Now I can pour this back in the container. Okay. Okay, let me leave this here. So this resin want to act crazy. So we got our salt on. Oh, good job, Sin. Good. Lord, I'm making a mess with this resin. And I'm scared of resin. You know what? This resin does not smell. I'm like, I'm not smelling any resin. It really doesn't have any scent that I could tell. So now you got to be careful and pour. Wait, I want to make sure I can get none of this salt in the cup, because we don't want no salt in our drink. So now I'm just pour it in there. Right? Still got some left. I can make another one. So those bubbles, they'll come out all by themselves, hopefully. But you could just take your lighter. Somebody told me you could spray this with alcohol and get rid of them bubbles. But you know me, I forgot to get my alcohol spray bottle. So we just gonna do this. Right? So, Margarita. Now, to put this lime on there, we gonna use my foam cutter. Cause I told you I already tried cutting it with a knife. I tried cutting with a knife. I tried cutting it with a X-Acto, and I tried using a scissor. Honey, none of that worked. So I said, let me try to use my foam cutter, and I did not try to use it in advance. So we're gonna see if this is a pass or a fail. Like I said, I will post a link to everything that I am using here down below. Got my, let me plug this up. Okay. And let's see if this is gonna work. I mean, this is pretty thin. This is pretty thin. It's not thick or anything, but it's hard. It has a little flexibility, but not much. So now I gotta see where I want to put my lime. Let's see. Probably gonna put it right here. Let's make some room for it. I don't know, I probably could have did it a little bit more green, but you know, you can make it more green if you want to. All right, let me see if this is gonna work. Did I even turn it on? No. Okay, it's on now. So yeah, you could make it more green if you want to. Try to move some of this all over so I could put the lime right there. Now let's see if this is gonna work. Seems like it's working. Yep. Yep. Look. See that right here in the opening? I cut it. Let me turn this off. If this thing starts stinking, I'm not supposed to wet it or anything, but I can't be taking all that smoke. Alright? So look, you see right there? I hope that's deep enough. But I'm gonna take some of this, little bit of this, not a lot. Put some resin on there. Make sure this lime stick. Alright, maybe I didn't do it big enough. I didn't want to make it too deep, right? But then I didn't make it deep at all. Alright, so let me mess with this a little bit more. Now this don't take no time getting hot. Okay, it get hot fast. So I just basically needed to make this part a little bit wider. I really don't want to go down too hard. And this is not for this, but listen here. You gotta do what you gotta do. Yo, be careful with this. This thing gets so freaking hot. You could burn yourself very easily with that. Alright, let's try this again. Oh, Lord. I don't want to break the damn... Why isn't it not... I don't think I'm cutting it hard enough, but... And I don't have my... Alright, I'm gonna have to go back in. I'm gonna have to go back in because this side right here It's on the side that's acting crazy. Get this side over here. You can't even see. I'm not even showing you what I'm doing. But it's like the glass don't want to, I have to get a little bit wider on this side. Just gotta mess with it until you get it. I have to clean this off later. Am I gonna get it this time, people? Finally, there you go. See, I didn't want to cut it too deep, and then the lime is kind of all the way down. Here comes some more air bubbles. Just hit it with the lighter. They will go away. You might have to repeat this a couple of times. As the bubbles rise, you want to get rid of them. And I have not tried the spray bottle method, but I do know of it, because somebody told me about it at the last video when I did the wine. But you know, I didn't think about it until I'm doing this right now. Well, anyway, guys, here is your margarita. Now I gotta let this set and dry and stuff. I'm gonna try not to move it around too much. You will see a picture of it once it dries. And I can add it to my drink collection. Alright, guys, so until the next video, stay safe, stay healthy, keep crafting. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, share. Do all that for your girl. Alright? Talk to y'all later. God bless.